It's me, Tom from Target Prime Rib. I'm actually here with a very, very, very good friend, Jerry in the middle of a forest, Jerry Griggs. Hey, Jerry, how you doing today?
I'm fabulous. And yourself, Thomas?
Oh, let me get rid of that sound because, like I always say, as much as I love myself, I don't think anybody wants to hear me echo. So unless I live in the mountains or something, but. So, so before we actually begin, I just want to say hello to the people in the chats that were nice enough to come on here. But before I even do that, I just wanted to give a little shout out to two people. I actually got two packages today. All right. And one was, I don't know, they could be from the same person. I don't know. But one was just had my name on it. And they were Saratoga water from Amazon. And I know I never ordered Saratoga. I don't really order food from Amazon unless it's like the salt or the beef tallow or something like that. But water I can get from Walmart, so I don't need to order it from Amazon. So whoever sent it, thank you. I appreciate that, and I will enjoy it. I will cherish it, and I'll drink it with like complete confidence. It'll be my treat every single time I have it. Second person I want to shout out to, and I thought this was very nice of him. Terry Mann and Jen Mann actually gave me a gift. So just to show what they gave me, they gave me this, which I think it's a like a water bottle cover, if I'm not mistaken. Um, they gave me this, the book from Kim Vandola, Return to Simple. All right, and also two, one in black and two of these salt shakers. And why he did this, I have no idea, but he sent me Big Bird. So I don't know what Carrie was trying to tell me or Jen was trying to tell me, but I guess I remind them of Big Bird. I don't know why, but so I just want to read what he wrote. Okay. So it says here, Thomas, please find Kim's book enclosed along with a few other gifts. I wanted to say congratulations and Merry Christmas. You have been steadfast and such an inspiration in the community. I am so happy you have found healing, and I love that you are an active member, sharing stories on your channel too. It is truly amazing to see. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas, your friends, Carrie and Jen. So I just want to shout out to them because I thought that was really nice. And there's so many people that are in the community that, like we're so good to each other. I mean, like Jerry, you actually did quite a bit of stuff for me too, and so did Juliet and Lewis. And I'm just so grateful to every one of you guys, from all the for all the you know the buy me a coffees, the super chats, to everything. So I just want to shout that out. So in a way, I guess I'm shouting out to all of you guys. So thank you. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Mhm. Now let's see who's enjoying. So far, we have 21 people here, and you haven't even started yet. All right. So we got Kitchen Witch. Tanya is here. And Jemmett, unfortunately, Jemmett writes, Thomas and Jerry, sorry, watching playoffs at 1 p.m. my time. For yours, will miss but watch replay. So, Jemmett, I hope your team wins. I don't really follow sports, but I hope your team wins. Sandy is here. So is Carnivore Helix. 22 Cute Cat Lynn is here. We got Linda Flanagan, John Together Strong, and we can't forget Grandma Crochet Corner. We can't forget her. Um, Bacon Runner is here. Bride's Biscuit, he is here. And then a newcomer, Twin Brook Acres. I think I don't
That's
know Twin
Ricky.
Brook. Oh,
Ricky.
Ricky, so it's a guy.
Oh, Ricky,
Okay.
you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, I thought that was Mickey. The song, I thought that was "Hey Mickey, You're So Fine." Not
No, it's Ricky, not the mouse, but
no,
Ricky.
no, I know that, but I thought the song was "Hey Mickey, You're So Fine, You're So Fine, You Blow." I thought that was the name was Ricky in that.
No, that's what I say to Ricky. I don't.
Oh, you're ad libbing.
That's
Okay.
my song to him. Hey, Ricky, you're so fun.
And then Smoothie is here, and somebody Carnivore Jerry.
Mm.
I don't know who that is. So, and then Granny Boo. Let me see. If we got oh, and some guy named Louis Lotito. I'm not sure who that is either. Um, you know, well, we'll see how he does. Just kidding. No, Louis, we know we love you. And then New Times, New Beginning. I actually like that name. And then George is here, and Brian Dish. Let's see. Oh, Laney is here. If George is here, you know Laney's not far behind.
Hmm.
Paul is here, and that's everybody. So thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. It looks like Jerry's doing some like calculations, probably figure out her budget or something. So
No, I'm writing everybody's names and I'm saying thanks for being here to all the names
oh,
that you
thank
just
you.
said.
That's so nice of you. That's so cool.
Yes.
That's so cool. And George says it's the Tom and Jerry show.
Ha! I fixed my hair, George. Look at. Remember my icky hair that I had all day with my live? I fixed it just for Thomas.
Thank you. I wore my special hat today. My kilt
I
hat.
had the LMNT hat on all day today with just my messy hair.
You see, with the Dr. Kilts logo right in the back.
Nice.
So yeah. So um just seeing if there's anything in here. So I don't see anything. If you guys have any questions, which I'm hoping for once, I'm hoping you guys will like bombard us with questions because I have one question that should trigger questions from you guys is 39 days, right?
Yeah.
39 days and you're going to be you're 1 day away from 40 days
Come
fasting.
midnight, I can start drinking the bone broth, brother.
How do you feel?
I
You look
feel fabulous.
amazing. You
I
look
felt
amazing.
fabulous the entire time. There was a wee bit of a headache, maybe the third day, but I took a shot of Dr. Berry's the keto chow minerals. I
Okay.
took a shot. I did a video of that. That stuff's disgusting, but within seconds, you get relief instantly.
I was going to say it
So
might be disgusting, but did it help with the headache?
total shout
Okay.
out to Keto Chow here and now. This is not a sponsored video, but I'll tell you if you want relief from any leg cramps, any muscle spasms, down that Keto Chow minerals, the one with Dr. Barry's picture on, it will alleviate your pain instantly.
Okay. Yeah, obviously in that particular case, the ends justify the means in that case, you know. So it's like, oh, it tastes horrible. I feel great. You know? So yeah.
Right.
So wow. So a little foreshadowing. I believe you're supposed to be on kilts, right? On Monday, correct?
5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, for you it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Yep.
Lucky for me, it's 6 o'clock, so I can sleep like a little bit more. So I know you don't want to give anything away, but I'm guessing you're going to give like some like the results basically. Is that what
I
people are going to be expecting?
I can give results today, tomorrow, and Monday. I'm not sure everybody's audiences are different.
Well, I
So,
mean, yeah. I mean, if you have results, I didn't know if you wanted to tell your final results, like, hey, it's 40 days and this is what happened to me.
oh,
Like if
well,
you
I,
needed that extra day to do that.
I have answers that I want people to be able to answer for my video tomorrow if they want to win any prizes, because
Mm,
tomorrow it's prizes and surprises from 1 o'clock until 5 Central Standard Time.
wow, wow. So,
Must be there to win.
so actually, that brings on another question then too. Like you've been doing this for 15 years, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So having your own channel, having your own like in being in the community and everything like that, has that changed your process of the fast? Like has it changed your outlook of it in any way?
It's just made me film it.
But
I
has that like changed like has that like, like made it more exciting, made it more, that other people are getting involved and
well,
have like an interest in you?
well, to be frank, I'm glad that there are people that are interested. However, there are people on the other side that say of course, we have our own opinions about everything, business, politics, money, everything. However, some people say, why would you starve yourself? Because I grew up in the Karen Carpenter generation. I had anorexia nervosa. So a part of my brain can easily, if I allow it, without God's grace, I could not do this.
Mm.
If I was, again, it's a mental illness, anorexia nervosa. It is. There was not a doubt. I challenge anybody to beat me on that, because those people that continually look in the mirror and continually eat that one leaf of lettuce and say, oh, I'm so full. They're just lying to themselves. I saw a fat Jerry for decades looking in the mirror. I don't see her anymore. She's gone. And that's only by God's grace.
That's wow. Um, okay, so I'm going to have you start telling. Obviously, you're not just a fasting lady. Even though 40 days is still a remarkable thing. Just let you know, two people joined us. Rick and Aaron are both here.
I reckon, Aaron.
Garger Mopar and Booby Goats. I actually have a friend that I told her channel name to, and he couldn't, like for like 3 hours he was laughing hysterically. So it's like the guy's like 60 years old and he just couldn't stop laughing. He was like a 5-year-old boy. He is. So Aaron, you entertain people with your name. um, okay, so I think we're all ready. If anybody's not ready, just let me know. But you'd be crazy if you aren't. So, Jerry,
Mhm.
we've awaited this for a long time, this day. I'm sure you have too, right?
This week I'm extremely hungry and kind of crabby, kind of sassy.
Okay, well, I'll just think of you as my sister then.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't know. I
We do have one question.
I train my dogs better than your sister does. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh yeah. Where does Jerry work?
I work at a factory which shall be unnamed because we do government contracts.
Yeah.
And what I have retired from, I've owned my own businesses. For those of you that don't know, I went to college to become a physical therapist. I dropped out of Marquette University. I At that point in time of my life, I going to Marquette University, you see a lot of people and you date a lot of doctors and lawyers. We'll just leave that right where that is right there. I dropped out of college and I thought, well, I still want to do physical therapy. I was dating a doctor student at the time. So I got into working in a physical therapy department at the time it was called Deaconess Hospital, and it was stone's throw away from Marquette University in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So that's where I started, and I worked there for 11 years. In the meantime, I was squirreling up money, saving, investing in real estate, doing resourceful things because that's how I roll. I would have never expected in a million years at my age me doing YouTube. Never ever. I did love physical therapy and I did love learning about the body. My mother always said I should have became a doctor, but I'd rather date doctors. That's what I thought at
Okay.
the time. And if I got in trouble, then I have to date an attorney. Ting, ching.
Right.
So I did that. After doing that for, like I said, 10 years, I had monies invested and I joined in a partnership with my now ex husband. Business and pleasure, and never the twain shall meet. Seriously.
Yeah.
We had an ambulance company that transported, obviously,
Right.
ambulance patients. We had
Yeah.
contracts with the medical examiner. That's a whole other story. If you've watched that video, you guys know. We transported for the Veterans Administration. We transported private pays. We took people 911 calls for the city of Milwaukee. We had a wheelchair, handicapped, and elderly transportation business. So, our motto in our business, flippantly, I say this, the motto of the business is we want our customers dead or alive. The name of our business was called Lifeline Transports, like a lifeline.
Right.
So when we quit the ambulance business because working for the medical examiner was extremely lucrative, it paid quite well. We paid our employees back in the day, and this is, shoot, 35, 36 years ago. We paid them $40 an hour because, number one, not a lot of people want to pick up dead bodies and be called out of
That's
their
true.
beds at 2 o'clock in the morning. Nobody.
Yeah.
And they enjoyed the benefit of that pay. So we did what we had to do to get this contract. And the reason I believe I got it was I was a female owned business. It's that kind of world out there. It's not what you are. Sometimes it's who you are.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
So I because of the ambulance business, I became an EMT, but quick learned that I just need to be signing contracts and getting more business because it's extremely lucrative. I like money. I like to have if I want to at the drop of a hat. I wanted to be able to leave Milwaukee to go to Florida for a weekend. And I could do it as long as I grinded ground. I just did the grind constantly in
Yeah.
business until the ex-husband decided that he needed a girlfriend. Whole other story.
Yeah.
Divorced him. What was a very extremely good, profitable business. He would have been better off just divorcing me, going his own way with the girlfriend, and letting me run the show. But he ran it right to the ground, like many people do in divorces, male and female. Those are in the audience. They know, guys and girls. We've heard both sides of the coin.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I became a realtor. Then I went back to what I really, really love to do. I thought I'm going to go back to real estate and met my husband Jack on a telephone dating line because the internet dating wasn't a thing.
Oh, okay.
You'd call it was a hillbilly station at the time, FM 106 in Milwaukee, country western. You'd say, "Hi, my," you'd give your elevator pitch in a minute. "Hi, my name is Jerry. I'm 5'12". I live in Milwaukee. I have a very busy schedule. I have one son." It was short and sweet, but to the point. Now, if you, the male, listen to what you liked about the person that you heard on the phone call, it was like swipe right. I don't know what it is. What swipe right mean? Does it mean you like them or are you throwing them away?
Sure.
I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure either.
It's a thing for young people. They always talk about swiping.
I,
I
I,
don't know.
I think from what I've seen, I think swipe right means that you like them, and swipe left means that you are passing them by. I
Okay,
think.
good.
Like, and that makes sense because left, like they're right for me, and then left would be like I'm leaving them behind.
Unless you're a southpaw.
Well, yeah, no, I mean the words though would mean yeah,
Right.
which I am. I am a southpaw.
Ah, see, so is my husband.
Yeah.
So, in essence, what he said was he wanted to pursue me. So, it took us weeks to be able to finally hook up with each other and have a real date. And again, if you go to my channel, not that I'm trying to turn people to my channel, but if you go to my channel, you'll hear the whole story. You will also see a very fat Jerry and a very fat Jack on that video. So it's not only worth it hearing the story about how we met, our first date was, you will see what we looked like 2 years ago. I think Jack did that video, and what we look like today. Night
Wow.
and day, two different
All
people.
right. So I just want to just say hello to a couple people. Midnight Vance is here, and thank you, Midnight Vance, for the compliment. He says I look good. And Jerry looks good too. So don't forget Jerry. Oh, he says in here Jerry too.
I
Okay.
fixed my hair. That's the only reason.
Well, it's also the brightness of the room. You have all those functions. And I just want to say that you can chat about your channel all you want on my channel. Don't worry about it because that's why you're here. You're here to have your story be promoted, and I want people to. If anybody hasn't been on her channel yet, I want you to go on it and I want you to subscribe to her channel. Okay. And her channel is actually mentioned in the descriptions and anything else that I can think of that is in there. In case you guys are wondering too, we are actually recording this on Instagram as well. So we're actually on two lives right now
Nice.
simultaneously. And to say hello, Renee from Eating to Walk is actually here on Instagram.
Hi,
So,
Renee.
hello, Renee. It's always good to see you. Um, so
Oh, did Thomas freeze? He said, so either that or he's going to blow bubbles.
I'm
So
not sure what happened. You
there
can
you
see
go. I
me
hear
now,
you
right?
now.
Okay.
Okay, you're still going.
Yeah, something happened with my camera. So I am here. So don't worry about that. So I am terribly sorry, you guys. But and Lewis just put into the chats also your channel. So if anybody wants to click on it right now, this second, you can. And Kelly, Broken Carnivore, is here. So, and
Hey, Kelly.
our favorite other coach, Juliet Edens,
Woo, Juliet.
is
Woo.
here. So, while I figure out why my camera's not working, I'm going to remove myself from the scene.
Oh, oh. Star of the show. Star of the show. I don't know how many of you actually saw the dating story and our first date story. It's quite amusing. I think the feedback I got from a lot of people about that video was, wow, I would have never thought. It's something that after you hear the story, you'd be, there is no way on earth I would, no, get out of here, seriously. But yes, indeed. I if let's see if you guys have any questions for me on here. Jerry swiped left. Thanks, lady. I did like what I heard from Jack. So the thing is, on that dating line, if I like the person, then what the computer does is the computer matches you. So you like the person, and then the person listens to you and they like you. And then the computer lets you know that, hey, we have a match. Bingo. And that's what happened with Jack and myself. Kelly wrote here, just because it's the last thing written here. Kelly says, I want to share with you all. I am going to start doing live streams starting Sunday, January 25th at 3 p.m. Central Time. Woo! Fab. Just fab. How long are you going to go for, Kelly, during your lives? And will it be every Sunday? No slows here. Hi, Tom and Jerry. I've been watching on my shake plate. Well, I am glad that you are here to join us. I could never do a live on my shake plate because of that reason. I thought about it, but then I thought, you know what? I could run the camera from afar. I'm learning bits and pieces slowly but surely. How to how to use this finagled new technology stuff. So many people know how to do it. And old Grandma Jerry, forget about it. While we wait for Thomas, Gary, LMAO, Jerry. That's what I would do. I would be doing that. I look like I'd be freezing in the middle of my forest. Okay, let's see. Carnivore Helix says, very cool, Kelly. And everybody's saying, Kelly, yay to that. So while we wait, this is some great Jerry trivia information. You know it. You know it's great trivia because I'm going to be giving out some prizes tomorrow. And I'm not going to go too crazy with the mailing stuff because I spent, no joke, hundreds of dollars mailing after my Christmas party. So we ain't doing that no more. No more. Hi, Thomas. Welcome back to
Right.
your show.
Yeah. I am not sure what happened, but we cannot deny that it would happen. So, all right. So, and you could answer this actually with your with the next thing, but so Sandy is asking, how long after you met did you marry?
Which time?
That see there, Sandy, a question within a question. So,
Jack and I, 3 years. I wasn't sure after my last marriage. For me, I'm married for life. I didn't realize, no disrespect to you gentlemen out there, I'm marrying my brain. I'm marrying my brain. I'm married for life. What happens in their brains when they lose their freaking mind and find somebody else out there, out of my control. Totally out of my control. So I married Jack for better, for worse, in sickness and health, till death do us part. Now, could it be a natural death that he will die, or will I kill him first? What will come first? I don't know.
hmm.
Thomas does not know how to interpret that answer. I see. He says.
We'll just leave it at that. um, George says, I love Tom's cap. Jerry went shopping in a hat too. If you want to get ahead, get a hat. I will. Fair enough. Okay.
And you have a baseball cap on, Thomas? Because
No, I have.
George has a flat top. George has the same hat like that, right?
Yeah, this is actually Dr. Kilt's hat
No, that's
from
not a
Dr.
kilt. That's
Nelson.
a Nelson. That's a
No,
Nelson hat.
Nelson from Kilts, but it's
Mm.
um. And for some reason, my carnivore sister is telling me to be afraid.
In other words, of the females that are out there, maybe that's what she means. I have a son. I have a son
See,
too, and I
it has
always
a
tell
smiley face with a halo after it, so. Um, so
him.
that's like, I guess, be afraid of angels. That's kind of weird, but okay.
Hey, having a son, I know the females that are out there. Now, I choose many of my friends that are here on the tube aren't the type of women that they are the type of women I'd hang out because I feel the same thoughts as them. We are mind and spirit together in unison, like Tanya, for example. Who would have thunk? Somebody in Pennsylvania. She's near and dear to me. Who would have thought Sandy adopted you and Tanya as her children? So look at all the friendships we're meeting. We have George and Laney across the pond.
I know. I mean, it goes, like it gets so worldwide, like even when I was saying earlier about the thanking everybody, and speaking of thanking, we have Jonathan Carnivore Muscles here. So thank you, Jonathan, for, um, and he actually says, Carnivore Muscle celebrates 1 month of membership. Oh, thank you, It's been 1 month already since you've been a member of my channel. Wow. Yeah. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that. And it says Adam Sandler just turned carnivore. So that actually is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I actually saw an article a few weeks ago, maybe it might even been a few months ago, because with me, time flies by so fast that I don't know, like if I don't keep it, if I'm not, like I don't keep things on track like Lewis does, but I do keep it on a calendar and stuff like that. So, I can have a way of, but at least now I do before which is why I'm so bad with dates. But, um, I saw a video, an interview with Jenny McCarthy, and she used to be a really bad vegan. Well, not bad vegan, but she used to be a vegan, and she actually she's now carnivore, from what I'm gathering. She switched over because her autistic son, is being helped with a carnivore diet. So I guess she switched over because of that reason. So that's actually two people that are in the carnivore-ish. And I actually believe, and you can't tell me otherwise, I think that Kennedy is also a carnivore because he eats mostly meat. And have you seen this guy? Like he's in his 70s, and like one time I saw a video of him doing pull-ups. He did like 20 pull-ups in his
Mhm.
70s. Like, and the thing is, it's like obviously we're gonna watch and listen to him because, you know, like it's like, okay, this guy says to eat, like he's not really saying to eat just meat, but at the same time, but that's all probably political. He probably feels that we should eat meat, but who knows? Um, this is my opinion, so don't like put it out there and say that I'm a doctor and I agree with, that I'm concurring and stuff like that. I'm not. I'm just saying what I think.
There we go. Look at that right next to Thomas's face, folks. What do you see?
I'd have to shave, I guess.
Adam Sandler. Somebody, Carnivore Muscle, said they look alike, that you look alike.
Yeah, I see. I was about to read that message. So, okay.
There you go. There's a picture. I'm a very proactive guest, Thomas, in case you
Yes,
didn't
I
know.
can see that. I can
Yep.
see that. So, I don't know about your computer, but I actually get messages for my like comments on my different videos. And I mean, I had to go off it right now, but I actually got a comment from Dr. Phil from SPG. So, I don't know exactly what it says. I have to relook at it. But
Dr. Phil, as in Oprah Dr. Phil, that Dr.
no, no. Oh my God. Can you imagine that?
I was thinking, when did Dr. Phil message you? What?
No, no, Dr. Phil Smith. He was on Kilts the other day. He was
Oh, yes. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
He actually made a comment on one of my videos. So I just like I love it when everybody makes comments on my videos and stuff like that. I'm sure you do too. But
Oh,
there's always like certain people that you would never ever see ever, and then when they make that comment, it's like, whoa, where did they come from? And that's him. Like that's you know. So that actually SBG every week has a thing called which is one of their good. Well, they have a lot of good things, but is they have what's called NSV, and what it is every Saturday you pretty much go on the Zoom call and you tell like one NSV that you had for the week, and normally it has to be non-weighted. Like it can't it's not supposed to be like, oh, I lost 20 pounds. It's supposed to be like, like I no longer am sneezing, like 24, like I'm no longer sneezing a lot, or it could be like little things, or it could be something as big as like sometimes I'll even mention like I had a great guest, and everything went wonderfully, and I'm just so inspired by these people. But other times it could be my A1C went down. Like I'm taking even less insulin than I was before. I mean, obviously my NSV is going to be that yesterday when I woke up my sugars were 83,
Ooh,
and the day before that the highest it went up to was 94. Like throughout the day, like it went down to like 60, and I didn't have to take any insulin obviously, and everything. You know, and so I mean, I guess I could be like, hey, Dr. Phil actually made a comment in one of my videos. That's my NSV. So, all right. So, okay. So, all right. Oh, DS11 is here. Hello, DS.
oh, hello, Diaz, my brother in Christ.
Yeah, oh, I keep on like trying to move things up at the wrong spot. All right. Okay. Well, I don't want the show to end. So I'm going to ask a very important question that should actually take a while for you to answer. What brought you to this lifestyle? Go back to your childhood and let me know.
Now, to this lifestyle is not carnivore, or is
Well,
it?
what brought you here? What brought you to the
I
journey?
started the carnivore way of eating effective April 1st last year because I started, I know that I love the health industry. I also am not naive not to know that I'm too old to go back to college and get my proper degree. That's insanity. But I thought I would like to do coaching. However, I believe that a coach needs a coach. My coach is Kelly Hogan. I choose her as a personal one on one coach. I choose her as a coach within the class. Totally different. Same thing, but completely different. Now, April 1st, the reason I joined her coaching class is because I was going to have a back fusion, major back fusion. And I didn't want my brand new back to have all that weight that I kept stalling and stalling. In listening to Kelly and learning all the process, I was so happy in doing it that I actually tried a couple of times in gifting the Kelly Hogan membership for one. That's all you need, in my opinion. All I really needed was that 1 month for it to click in to me. You have to hear the truth. You have to adapt it in your own life. Believe it 100% that you can make a difference. Now, when I was eating and purging food in the late 70s and early 80s, that mental disease, I knew I've been freed of that. I became freed of it when I became a Christian. Point blank, end of story. But just being a Christian doesn't mean you're eating well. Doesn't mean that, oh, I lost 163 pounds. doing the ketogenic lifestyle, I got cocky. I started, okay, honey, I'll have one of your French fries. Before you know it, I want a scoop of your Culver's custard ice cream. Then I was sneaking ice cream, like people sneak smoking. I was driving from Eau Claire where I shop. Lainey even said that in today's live. She said, you drive a long way to go shopping, which is true if I want to do good shopping. The last live that you guys saw is just Podunk, USA, Bloomer, Wisconsin.
Right.
Everything's overpriced. So I would go from Eau Claire all the way home with my pint of flavor of the day ice cream, and I cheated. The 163 pounds came right back on. I was lying to myself when I was keto. I personally, Jerry, cannot have vegetables. I cannot commingle that because I don't know how to use a tablespoon of a homemade salad dressing. I have to put half of the bottle of the seed oil cruddle, or you go to a salad bar. You know what's in restaurants. Tanya knows. She's a chef.
Of course.
All the cruddy things are in restaurant, and when they say they're not out there, while they're slathering the cooking grate, or where they make the eggs with the griddle with their seed oil shenanigans, I don't need that. Today, I can tell you after not eating anything for 40 days, I don't miss that gurgle in my throat. That I'm not clearing my throat. I am very parched today, and I have an extremely metal taste in my mouth. That's what I'm feeling today. But last year, listening to Kelly and having the fellowship with the coaching staff and Kelly, and we built strong relationships there. I would advise every coach to have a coach to hold them accountable, because if I tell you I want to stay in Wonderland, and then you're my coach and you look at me and go, Jerry, you're looking pretty inflamed. You're not worried. I'm not worried about you hurting my feelings. Tell me the truth. If
Right.
you think I look fat, I must be fat. May not be fat, maybe inflammation because I ate seed oils, or I had, oh, I don't know, blueberries and stevia that I know I shouldn't have. I know I shouldn't have. I know right from wrong.
Mhm.
But I'm glad I'm jumping right into the lion diet this month. It's not going to be pass go. I do have to state that tomorrow I'm debating because I'm making a recipe that has egg yolks in it. So is it a deviation from the lion? Do lions lay eggs? No, no, they don't.
Now you tell me. Because I was like, like I always thought eggs were on the lion diet, so I thought that was why. Just kidding.
Yeah. Same with spices. I like spices in my diet. I like it. I like the pluck. So tomorrow I'm going to have a recipe featuring pluck,
Okay.
whether it's the pluck that I use when I make my dog's dog food. And yes, I do give my dog the pluck brand. I sprinkle it once a week on their dog food because it's good for them.
Of course, and they're gonna love it anyway. So
I,
because it's
I
complete
also
style.
believe I completely cut completely the dog food cans from my dog's diet, even though it was grain free. Doggone it, they snuck in that one or two peas and a few carrots in that can. And a can we serve between the two German shepherds because they get a lot of real dehydrated chicken treats from the company Full Moon. That's 100% made in the USA chickens, and they eat a lot of it. They eat pig ears made in the USA. I do not buy anything from China because I believe I know, I can tell you for a fact, I have lost quite a few German shepherds. That's all we do, is we have German shepherds that we rescue.
Okay.
And out of the 7 that we had, 3 died from cancer. But I didn't read the labels even of dog stuff. I just bought the dog stuff because it was on sale.
You thought you were doing the right thing. Yeah, I mean that's obvious, and we can't hold that against you. I mean, some people might, but I wouldn't. I don't think anybody should.
Well, the
So
last German
um, so
Shepherd,
so Ricky asks a question, and I don't know if he was just making a funny statement, but in that statement, a question has emerged. What the pluck? So, what is pluck exactly for people that
okay,
don't?
then you have not heard. January is Organuary. Organuary is sponsored, has primarily started from Pluck. It's a company, and I don't have any down here with me. I have zero Pluck products to
That's
show.
fun.
They are a company that takes organs of beef, animal organs, and they dehydrate it, pulverize it, put it in with spices. Tanya can speak of it because she won some at my Christmas party.
Okay.
And they have the Pluck Original, which all it is organ dust, dehydrated organ dust. It sounds disgusting, but it's good for your body. And Organuary, you have to go to the website, which I can't give you here because I'm not a moderator to your channel. One of your mods will have to post it. It's you commit to the Pluck people in addition with other sponsors. Keto Chow is one of the sponsors to have the potential to win. There we go. To have the potential to win up to $12,000 in prizes and gifts from the sponsoring companies. I give my dogs 1 teaspoon of Pluck in their food once a week. The original, the brown. If you look at the one on the right hand side, oh,
Oh, I can put it back on. I didn't fully take it out yet.
if you look at the one on the right hand side, which is a black bottle, that's what my dogs eat. The next one next to it, that's garlic. The red one, that's spicy. And the yellow one is the original. Now, all of them have Redmond's real salt in them. They also have organs. So the whole point of Organuary is during the month of January to commit to Pluck by going onto the site, entering the contest, for lack of a better term, to commit and say, I will do organs, something organs once a week for the entire month. Tomorrow, I want to break my fast having 1 piece of liver. Is it a little bit radical after not eating anything for 40 days? Perhaps. You do you, boo.
Right.
But I'm breaking the fast at midnight tonight, midnight meaning after tonight before my show. I'm not going to film it. Lewis asked me if I'm going to film it, and I thought, who wants to watch an old lady drinking bone broth? Nobody, loser. No, ain't going to happen. But trust me, I will be drinking that
You
in
never
the
know, but yeah. So yeah, I didn't realize that. I guess I missed that. I guess I missed that memo about being organinary for this month, as well as carnivore month and all that stuff. I mean, I'm doing line diet right now, as you know, and I'm feeling, uh, in risk of a bad word, I'm feeling freaking fantastic. Like my energy levels are going up. I'm getting like things that would take me a while to get done. I'm getting done a lot better. You know, and I still like have the pain, but the pain's not so bad. It's just like, okay, I'm just getting through it. And one of the things that I did a video on it. I actually I actually got some beef fat trimmings the other day,
Mhm.
and now it's a funny story. Like I take an Uber to go to when I go to this place because I want to see what I'm getting, and so it's at the shop, right, and so it's the butcher. So I call in a while back, like right actually when I first became not first became carnivore. That's a long way to wait. I called up on like the day before January 1st, So I figure like I'm getting paid on the third. I'm going to go there on the third. So I ordered it like the day before, like or 2 days before even, and said, "Hey, I'm placing an order for 5 pounds of beef fat trimmings. Would you be able to do it?" And they're like, "Yeah, 99 cents, 9 cents a pound." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." So I go there. Was never done. So obviously I'm a little upset. I'm a little disappointed, and I'm like, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll have to wait until next month because usually I just go there once a month.
Mhm.
But then I got paid. And I'm like, I got a little extra money here. I want to try again right now. So I went there again, called up, and this time I'm like, hey, you guys, we're supposed to have it. You guys never had it. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened, but I guess the guy just never made it or something like that. So this time I called up the morning before, that morning before going, and said, hey, did you guys make it? Is it done? Yes, it's right here. It's done. It's ready for you. Okay, I'm going to be there around 4. I'm going to be there because I have a few things I had to do. So I'm like, I'm going to be there between 4 and 5. Is that okay? Yes, that's perfect. And supposedly there was a note with my name, like a note saying like it's for me and all that stuff. Get there, ends up somebody decided to throw it away. So this time, the one guy, I guess he was the smartest one out of the bunch. The one guy's like, would it be okay? I mean, so you don't have to come back or anything like that? We actually have them in the freezer section. Would that be okay if they were frozen? I'm like, why not? I mean, I don't care. What difference would it make if it's frozen or if it's cut right now? So I looked at them and they looked fine. I showed them on the video so everybody could see them. And I ended up buying six pounds worth. And I'm looking and they're charging a little bit more because it's for the outside cuts. It's not like a specialty cut. And like they're just charging what they thought was a good price for the other cut for people that would have bought them like naturally. And I'm like, the only thing is though, like you're willing to charge me 99 cents and these are more than 99 cents a pound. He's like, oh, well, let's fix that. So he ended up charging me like the 99 cents a pound for them too, because I said something. And then I asked him, I said, do you have liver? Because I thought to myself, I want to get a little bit more nutrients, a little bit more vitamins. So, I talked to Coach Alyssa, and she says this like you don't want to do too much liver because too much can actually affect you and stuff like that. So all you need is like just a small amount. And I figure if I do like just like a slither, just a nice slither, a nice slice, and I do that once a week, you know, just to get into my body and everything like that. I figured that would be perfect. Oregon, you know. And while I was there, he's like, "Oh, since you're getting liver, if you want, and since we had all these mistakes that happened to you and everything like that, we would like to. Would it be okay? Like what if, how would you like? Not if we'd like to, but like we could cut the price in half for you. But how would you like some heart?" And I was
Mm.
telling him about how it's carnivore and everything. So I got myself beef heart as well. And it was like $9 the price on the thing, but I actually only got it for like 5. So so it's pretty.
I go straight to my butcher in Bloomer. There's two of well, there's the grocery store that I took you guys through the live through. That's number one. They have a butcher department, but they're really not a butcher department. There's
Right.
two other butchers. One that I really like because he had hip surgery the same time that I did. So we built a friendship along the way, going to and from physical therapy. He healed faster. He, as a matter of fact, went back to work the next week. He owns his own butcher business. But I get all of my beef fat trimmings, except the stuff that, well, when I did my prime rib and I cut my own beef trimmings off, that's totally different because I don't eat all the fat on the prime rib, but I do
Mhm.
savor making my own air fryer uh, fat chunks. Love them. Love doing a
Mm.
fat fast for a maximum of 3 days. Have you ever done a fat fast, Thomas?
I haven't done a fat fast yet. And when I,
It's
I,
fabulous.
I do plan once I go through the program I'm doing, because right now they just want us to do like two mad on the program. I'm doing with Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil Smith, which I can't really get too much into, but it's about insulin and about all that stuff to get my. And one of the things that he's having us do is like two mad. He doesn't want us to fast. He doesn't want us to prime. He just wants us to do like a simple two mad. And I probably like I can add fat, but just I don't know if I can do a fat fast, if that makes any sense. But when I get off of that, when I'm onto my own schedule again, then I mean, because I actually do love, I don't do it as extreme as the 40 days, but I do love my 3 day fasts. And,
Mhm.
I feel so good when I do them. And, just, I don't know. It's not even physically I feel good. It's more like a mental capacity, you know?
Absolutely. I'm in 100% my head. I am very sensitive to everything around me. Aside from this week, and I'm not sure if it's because I haven't had caffeine or because I'm really hungry. But roll back the
Mm.
calendar, early November before the fast, I wanted to fast. My body was saying, stop eating. My body knew after 15 years it was time. It was nearing that time. So when to continue on with the Kelly explanation and why I decided to go carnivore was because if I'm having all this hardware put into me, all this fat, I can't keep yo-yoing back and keep gaining and can't do it anymore.
Mm.
I know with Kelly's coaching that I got over the hump and I broke that cycle of being stuck at it. Wait, I was stuck for 8 months until I joined Kelly's class and I learned the breathing techniques, the fat fasting, the yes, I learned sardine diet from Anita and all the free YouTube channels. I get it. The best gift that I thought I could ever give somebody would be a month of a Kelly Hogan class, but I gifted it to Barbara and I gifted it to Alicia from our
Yeah.
coaching
Mason, right? A
Mason,
Mason.
right, at night. It was a gift to them, but the other people that actually won the gift that said, well, you know what? I really don't want it. Could I have as opposed to the $50 gift for Kelly Hogan classing for 1 month, I'll have a $25 gift card to Bed Bath and Beyond, whatever the alternative was.
Right.
And I don't know if it's because they thought Kelly would be militant. You must do this. No, she's not. You must. She shows you based on her life and how she lived. Granted, she was 100 pounds less than me, but more on her body. I lost 163 pounds. This time I wasn't about to do it for the third time. So to me, the ultimate, this is my Jesus fast, bottom line. The ultimate sacrifice, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, God's Son, came onto this earth to shed his blood for all of us and died on the cross. If he could do that as an ultimate sacrifice, I thought Jesus sacrificed food for 40 days and 40 nights in the desert. He lived. He lived. He ultimately died for all of us. My problem is the holidays. I can't do the holidays. I can't do sugar. So I've lasted for 15 years. But my coaching with Kelly has taught me the chains are gone. The sacrifice has been made. Praise God in heaven. I don't mean to be indignant. I don't mean to turn your channel into a religious channel. I'm just telling you my feelings. That's why I'm on your channel.
You're allowed to do that.
I
Just like anybody is. I mean, like we're all one big happy family. Whether or not not everybody in the family agrees with everything that we say, but we are entitled to feel the way we do. And I mean, I mean, I think we all know that. I used to question things with God. I had, with my situation and everything like that. Like, why am I here? Stuff like that. Like, why would you put me through this pain? Why would I do all that? But I believe in God. You know, I just don't really, I just don't go to church and stuff like that. But I do believe in God. So
For many people that would say that to me, I refer to them to Habakkuk 1:5. Look and be amazed, Thomas, for you are about to see something, have something experienced in your lifetime
yeah,
that if you were foretold about, you would not believe it. Hold fast to that because your miracle is coming.
yeah,
You just don't know when it's going to happen.
yeah.
I have an expiration date. I don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Well, we all
Something's
have that.
going to happen.
Yeah,
My ex-husbands have cheated on me. That was going to happen. Did I want it? No.
no,
Who does? Who wants that? But it's made me a stronger person.
yeah,
Fasting for 15 years has made me stronger. Coaching with Kelly has taught me. I don't, maybe now that I'm past the sugary taste and the foods and all that, and the chains have been broken by my Lord and Savior, I don't need sugar. Maybe I should stop this 15-day 40 fasting
mhm,
because I can fast during the
yeah.
year. My benchmark is 199. Mayo wants me to be 170, 175. I'm cool at 199. If I'm a size 16 the rest of my life, it is what it is.
Yeah. No, I believe that. I do. I truly do.
I
Um,
want to be able to answer that question you have on the screen because
oh yes, thank you.
you're welcome.
And I've had it on there for like 4 hours. So Lynn, you become very famous.
Absolutely, Lynn. And if you all want to do the recipe with me, I'll give you the ingredients right here, right now. Have a mixer ready, a high
Oh
powered,
wait, let me go to the kitchen.
right, exactly. I'm not talking Vitamix. I'm not talking that. I'm talking I have a KitchenAid. So if you want to do a handheld, because that's all you have, that's fine. If you want a hand whip like Tanya, the super chef that she is, go on with your bad self. I do not do that. Have a dozen eggs. I'm sorry. Yeah, a dozen eggs, room temperature. 1 8-ounce brick of cream cheese, room temperature. About half of a teaspoon of a cream of tartar, which is in the spice section. It's the white stuff, cream of tartar. Have that all ready for tomorrow. Oh, and something to grease a pan. Whether I'm going to use 2 round cake pans tomorrow, Kelly Hogan uses a 9 by 13. If I use a smaller recipe, hence 5 eggs, I may use a 9 by 9. You can use a 9 by 9. You're going to have a thicker cake, which is fine. However, use something on the outside. I use or the inside to butter your dish so that your cake comes out. I would not butter the dish with bacon grease, but that's if you like bacon and cake, go on, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I think butter sounds in this particular case. I think with what you're doing, I think butter makes more sense.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, and
So
obviously I love butter. So
we will do that together tomorrow and put it in the oven. I'll take you guys step by step and we'll all
wow.
do it. And I'll do it in real time so that you guys can all catch up with me. Also, for those of you that are brave tomorrow, whoever puts in the comments and who is your monitor? Who is your wrenches on this
My
group?
wrenches is Lewis.
He's the only wrench.
That's here. Yeah, Papa's not here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is he willing to do something? I'm, I'm
If he's
asking a
still
lot of.
here, um,
Is he still here?
I mean, he did put out the website for Pluck.
Okay. Well, otherwise, I can go
So
back
Lewis,
and I
if
can.
you're here, let me find out. Let me find out if Lewis. Oh, Lewis just said me.
Me, that's good.
So that's his way of telling you that he's here.
Okay, Lewis, if you're willing to do that, let me know, or I can write the names down, whichever. Anybody that commits today on Thomas's live, before the end of this live, Everybody that commits today into doing it, meaning cook the oopsie cake with me tomorrow. Got to commit today, but you must be there tomorrow. Out of all the people that we take the names with, Lewis or myself, we will do a $25 gift card for just the Thomas's people that commit today to
Wow.
doing the recipe with me tomorrow.
Okay.
This is only good for Thomas's channel, Thomas's people. I'm still going to do it tomorrow. But if you want to jump on board, say, right oopsie cake. That's good. Right oopsie. OC.
Okay. And as we go along, we'll read which ones are saying it, and
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
definitely, definitely.
And those
Yeah.
people, I'll take their names down and then they can go in a separate drawing for tomorrow that I'll draw at the end of making the cake. And I'll say, and the winner from Thomas's channel is, you got to be present to win. That's the
Wow.
only thing for tomorrow.
And Lewis just says he will monitor. So um, thank you, Lewis, and thank you for that generous thought and offer.
We
Whoa.
got stuff for tomorrow, brother. If you came to my Christmas party, you gotta know. You gotta come to my 40-day Jesus fast party. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely be. I'm not gonna. I probably won't be doing any oopsie cake because I don't have the ingredients. I don't have eggs. I don't have cream cheese, and I don't have cream of tartars. So, but I will watch it and I will learn so then I can make it when I do get that stuff.
Yep.
Maybe I'll
And if
make it
you
for
want
my
to,
the day
as
I
a
get off the
sidebar,
lion diet.
to those individuals that want to do the participation in making the oops cake, if you want to, not required for the contest, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna whip and vanilla. Vanilla is supposed to be optional. Same with a pinch of salt, and I do mean pinch as far as a pinch of salt. That's part of the ingredients. But a teaspoon, I use about a tablespoon of vanilla because I like the taste. I know vanilla is not carnivore. I get it. I like the taste. So you don't have to go to the extreme as I will and frost it, but I make my whipping cream super heavy duty like a frosting would, but just whipped cream, and I'll frost the cool cake tomorrow. If you want to, not necessary to win. You don't need frosting to win.
What is the time of your live?
From 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And what time does that mean? You 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
Okay, from 1, and I'm going to end it Central at 5 o'clock because Juliet goes on at 5. Central Time. So I want to be respectful to her. That's why I made it this time from 1.
And we all try to respect each other,
Right.
and it's it's sort of a good thing, but it's like like we're getting so many family members now, so many people out there that it isn't easy. I think you can concur to that. It's getting harder and harder, but I, for one, try to, like even like with Rick, like when he's on, and I know he ends his channel, like he used to be able to be on for 12 hours and so,
Yeah.
and I know now he ends it by like 11, 12, and I know he's doing that because he's probably considering me. He's probably considering like anybody else that might be going live that he knows. And it's funny. Speaking of Rick, I actually showed him because I thought he'd get a kick out of it. I showed him the video I saw, and according to Doctor Baker, it was an older video. It wasn't like brand new. It wasn't like yesterday. But Doctor Baker was in a video where he's dressed as a woman with blue hair. Okay. And Rick keeps on talking about how like the perfect girl for him would be Dr. Baker in a blonde wig. Now, obviously, he didn't have a blonde wig, but still, okay. So I copied it, because I found it on Facebook. So I copied the link and I sent it to him, on his email. Well, then he sends me an email, like a video that he did, okay, where all of a sudden, and I mean, I guess there's creativity here, but he was Rick the vegan. instead of being Rick Charger Mopar, he was Rick the vegan, and he was making like out of slop, like out of all these vegetables, all this sludge and everything like that. It was like all this muddy water and everything. He was making like he like took like a meat grinder, and it was pretty funny. So I'm hoping Rick can connect me to Rick the vegan, and maybe we can get Rick the vegan on here, and we can do an interview with Rick the vegan. And I would love to see that. So aside from what Jerry just said to put into the chats, and so far I haven't seen anything, but maybe Lewis is keeping a closer eye than I am. I think because Lewis
I
is a little bit more
noticed.
quicker than I am. But aside from what Jerry just said to put into the chats, also put in the chats how many people would want to see Rick the vegan to be on my channel. And Rick just said yes, we can do it. So
Yes,
let's figure out a time. Let's figure
that
out,
would be a blast.
we might even, what, Rick, maybe we'll even not do it under one of my normal, like my lives are normally every Saturday, and it's going out all the way out until July. I would rather see this before July. I think a lot of us would. So maybe we could do a special day, like a special like live event, um, you know, or something like that. So I think that would be really cool. So, but Rick, we're going to have to see your face, because you're Rick the vegan. Yeah. And Wanda Brown says, yes, definitely interested in hearing from Rick the vegan. so, so I just had to put that out there. And
I want to do a quick shout out to Jiffy 388 Strange Animal. She wrote that she's a German Shepherd person also.
okay.
So I wanted to say welcome to Thomas's channel. And of course, I look forward to seeing you on my channel and talking German Shepherd. You know, Thomas, I really technically don't have a niche. My channel name used to be huge, Carnivore Jerry in the middle of a forest. And I got rid of the name, not to sound like I'm being like Mitch, getting rid of the carnivore aspect, because, au contraire, monsieur, I am not dissing this way of eating. I do not plan on doing the candy diet, the green bean diet, the blueberry diet, none of the above. Will I ever sit down and eat another salad again? Only God knows. I don't know. Will it ever happen? In my brain? No, because I want this feeling to last forever. I don't want the gurgle in my throat, whether it comes from eggs, cheese, funky seed oils. I really rather not go to restaurants because I can make better food in my own home and not run the risk of shenanigans being put on a griddle and me ingesting it. But that's just me. I know it's a convenient thing, and I know my husband likes to go out to eat. I get it. I just don't want it. I have to be real militant in restaurants
Right.
and speak with either a manager and say, listen, I have allergies to XYZ, seed oils, vegetables, whatever the case may be. But if the husband wants the bun basket with the honey butter, go on with yourself. I don't want any of that crap because it's wallpaper paste in my body.
Well, and maybe I'm trying to say this in a way where people understand and they don't take it the wrong way. But I think some people, and I kind of miss the mark on how at least how I feel about carnivore. Carnivore to me helps me get through my get through my day. It helps me get better and better every day, every moment. Like, yeah, I make complaints about my leg hurting me, and I make, like, I get depressed and all that stuff, but that's only because I'm trying to tell my journey. And but if you were to ask me, if I went, like, if the guy 5 years ago saw me, or even 2 years ago saw me now, it'd be like, wow, what a difference. And I get that. So I get that there's improvements every single day, and we're on this journey. And carnivore is not just about the food. Carnivore is not just about how it affects, that's not just about our bodies and stuff like that. It's also about our lives and what we've learned from doing what we do. So I understand with what Mitch is saying. I get what he's saying, but at the same time, I feel that there's a certain mark that was missed. It's not like, yeah, it's almost like a show I watched one time, and I forget what it was. I think it was like Full House or something like that. And they were talking about soup, and in the end, they're like kind of like, oh, we're just soup, we're just soup, we're just soup. And they didn't want to put that ad in because it's like they did more than just soup. And in the end, it's like we're still soup, because soup is so important. Well, carnivore is still important. So it's like I'm still carnivore. There's more to me than that, and that's what really needs to be advertised. Don't diss that you're a carnivore, because you should be proud of it. It's helped you out. Just bring on that. Hey, I'm not just a carnivore. I'm more. And that's where I think that there was a little bit of a mark missed on that one. And that's just my personal opinion. But
It's hard though with the algorithms of YouTube
oh, it
because
is, and YouTube makes it hard. I'm just saying, you sometimes you just have to kind of like roll the dice, and like that's what I do a lot of times. I put out videos and stuff like that, and hope and pray that YouTube will give me a chance. And sometimes there's been some videos that it actually didn't let me put on, and there are some videos that most videos it lets me put on. So you have to kind of, most of it's because of music and stuff like that. But it's but you take that risk, you take that chance, and it's funny. Like I had one video that I did, and it went through except for to one country, and I always get shocked by this because it was a Billy Joel song, okay, and it was banned in Russia, and I always get shocked by that because Billy Joel played in Russia,
hmm,
and you would think that they would have loved Billy Joel and that they would actually like support him, but no, I guess they don't like Billy Joel for some reason. I don't know, at least that's the impression I got. So
the song that I wanted to use when I took the electrolyte shot
right.
was, I forget the artist, but shots, turned down for what is not part of the YouTube songs. I went to click onto it. I forget the artist, but it's an artist plus a group. But the song is called Turn Down for What. Lewis may know who this artist was.
Okay.
So it starts out with a lot of instrumental turn down for what, chat, fire up or something, shots.
I think I know the
Because,
song. I just don't know who the artist is. So
yeah,
yeah, let me
because
write
I
some
took
who
the
the artist.
shot of it. And there's another artist too. Oh, Barbara mentioned it yesterday on her live. I think the artist is called Disturbed, and if Barbara's still on, it's a song that I wanted to use until Dustin told me there's a derogatory connotation about that song. I didn't know. It just had a kind of a melody that I wanted to put with the video that I was trying to put down. But
Mhm.
he was like, no, that song Disturbed or by Disturbed is a disturbing connotation. Again, you young people, Lewis, do you know who that is, Thomas? Who Disturbed the song is I'm referring to?
Yeah. I mean, maybe if I heard the tune.
Something about the sickness. Down with the sickness. It's by Disturbed.
Yeah. No, I mean,
What?
I get what you're saying, but yeah, I don't. The name doesn't sound familiar to me, but it might be something like once I hear it, I'll know it. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah,
sometimes
it
you have
sounds
to
like
hear
he's
it.
screaming and it's instrumental. Down with the sickness. And
Okay.
the connotation, again, you younger people will know this, is negative. I don't know what it means. I don't even know what swipe left and swipe right is, for Pete's sake.
Yeah. And just really quickly, D. Lee, I'm sorry if I didn't mention that you were here, but you were recognized. So, thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Okay, now George, Disturbed did a cover of the
Oh, I know
sound.
who Disturbed is. Yeah, I see them all the time. But they did a cover of The Sound of Silence.
Now, George, it's my generation, yours generation, similar. The Sound of Silence is a song that I remember from the 60s. Is that the
Yeah, well,
same?
that's originally Simon and Garfunkel's Sound of
That's
Silence.
what I mean. Is that what George is referring
They
to? Is that the
yeah,
sound?
Disturbed actually they actually do a video like you can see it like on Instagram and all that stuff, but he sings The Sound of Silence like in his way. And yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's
Um,
actually pretty good. My mom's favorite version of Sound of Silence was from Pentatonic. I don't know if you know who they are, but they're like a a cappella group, and they sing it. And her biggest wish before she died was to see them in concert. Unfortunately, she never did. But you know,
I really wanted to take the husband last year to Milwaukee to see Barry Manilow play his last concert, but for whatever reason we didn't go, and now Barry Manilow has throat cancer. I love Barry Manilow too.
yeah.
Karen Carpenter, loved her.
Grandma says I really don't like Disturbed, but I love his version of Sound of Silence. Yeah, his version is dead on. It's definitely dead on. So,
And
okay.
now, insofar as me into my second year with Kelly Hogan, I my coaching is not to copy Kelly Hogan by any stretch of the imagination because I want to do coaching the same way I did real estate. In real estate, it was unheard of 24 years ago to charge 10% commission. Unheard of. The reason I charge 10 is sometimes I had 5 buyers that I was dealing with. Sometimes I had 5 sellers. Sometimes I had 6 buyers and 4 sellers. I only have 10 fingers, 10 hands. My husband was born with a birth defect. He only has 9 fingers. If you know, you know. Now, I want to do belly to belly coaching. If internet coaching happens, if it takes off, that's great. For those of you coaches that are out there doing internet coaches, good for you. I don't want that. I want to do face to face, or as I call belly to belly. I only want to have 10 people at a crack because if I have 20 people, I lose track. I don't have that personable part that
You
makes
lose something out of it. It's like having like
Jerry,
a giant
right.
classroom. Yeah, I get it.
I know full well this whole YouTube thing is not going to make me a gazillionaire. I get it. And I know I'm not suited for everybody. I get that too. However, when it comes to coaching, I'm not the robust, sassy girl you may see on the Thomas interview today. There's a whole lot of compassion because I had to get that compassion
Right.
and that truth told to me when I was 363 pounds. I didn't want anybody to say, if you want to wear a blue suit, get under the blue light kind of mentality. No, I wanted people to tell me, listen, Jerry, I've been there. Like Kelly Hogan, and I use this quite often, this explanation. She doesn't have a gallbladder. So I'm comfortable in saying to people, you don't have a gallbladder, it's okay. You can do the carnivore diet. Look at what happened to this girl, didn't have a gallbladder. If she can do it and she's in maintenance, I can do it too. You can do it too. We all can do it. We all fall short of the glory of God in life, and we all fall short of the glory in the carnivore diet at times. I will have a pickle occasionally, and that's going to be very, very rare. Usually, I have pickles with the very fatty pork that I have. For some reason, it cuts it. Today at Costco, somebody broke or spilled the Grillo's pickles all over the floor. It smelled so good. But
Yeah.
I resisted. I resisted. I did not buy Grillo's pickles, but the smell was awesome.
So okay, so Wanda Brown, she actually did. I guess she according to Doctor Google in
Yeah.
1987. This is actually a reference to my wonderment of why Billy Joel's song was banned in Russia. In 1987, Billy Joel destroyed a piano on stage because he became angry that state surveillance caused his audience to be afraid when exposed by lights during the show. So maybe they're still reacting to back in 1987, which is still kind of weird, but people are people, right?
You
So,
may be wrong, but you may be right.
yes, perfect segue of Billy Joel there.
That's one thing about carnivore. Boom, you can be very witty. I'm not so witty behind the wheel of my car. I have many squirrel moments because of what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with more people other than my audience, and I really want to look and interact with audience. I'm being interviewed now, and this is your show, and you have Lewis to be the hall monitor here.
Right. Yeah, I probably should eventually get more moderators. I mean, Lewis was an obvious pick because he's a pretty good friend of mine, and I also picked Papa Carnivore because Papa's helped me in several things. But Papa's never around, you know. He's because he works, especially on Saturdays. So you know, I probably should choose a few more. So if anybody wants to be a moderator, you know, just let me know and we'll because Lewis can't do all the work, you know. So I'm just looking. Okay. Every once in a while, I look at my email just to see what's going on because I'm like, oh, two emails just came. What is it? Um. So okay. So I'm going to repeat again for Jerry because I think that that's a pretty cool offer that Jerry just made. Anybody that's going to go on tomorrow and watch her make the oopsie cake, just put oopsie in there so she could write it down and put it in. Because so far I haven't seen anybody actually. I've seen people make comments about like that they're going to be that they have the ingredients and stuff like that, but I haven't actually seen anybody actually say oopsie so you can write it down and put it in. So please, people, put in oopsie in the comments that you are in order to be eligible for tomorrow to go on to be with Jerry and be eligible to win. What'd you say?
A $25 gift card. I don't know where I have a $25 gift card in my house, but I don't remember what restaurant it's for.
Okay, so we got some oopsies in here. Okay, so starting with 22 Q Cat, she just said oopsie. Grandma said oopsie, and she refers that she actually has the ingredients already. Bill Cook says oopsie.
I'm writing these names down too with Lewis as well.
I
We
know.
have Barbara, we have Lynn, we have your sister, Tanya.
Tanya, yep. I was just about to mention her. And my mom, Sandy.
Sandy's going to do it. Excellent. Now, just so you all know, all of you people that are, oh, Bill Cook is doing it too, right?
Yep. Oh, I thought you said Bill. I thought you already put it.
Is Bill doing it?
Tomorrow, Bill Central Time between 1 and 5. I don't know where you live, Bill, so you know you'd have to do the time frame. So if you're in Eastern, I can tell you right now it'd be between 2 and 6.
And my new German Shepherd friend, Jiffy's going to do it. Yay, Jiffy. Jiffy, what's your real name if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, Jiffy, if you have a real name, just let us know in the chats. I'm sure you have a real name, unless your mom was really cruel to you and named you Jiffy. I mean, I've seen stuff like that before. It's like, hey, you know what? I think Jiffy would be a good word for my child. George says I can't make it in any sense of the word. Okay. He's Eastern time, so Bill, it'd be between 2 p.m. and 6 is the live for tomorrow. So she's going to be on for she's trying to compete with Barbara and Rick, so for with long lives.
My longest one is 12 hours.
Well, you're neck and neck with them.
So
Well,
yeah.
Barbara's like what, 6 hours usually, like
Oh
four.
yeah, Barbara's is every night. Barbara's does a
But
wonder.
Rick used to be. I just got a little. What the heck just happened here?
I heard the ding, ding.
Yeah, it's Lewis. Yeah, Lewis. Oh, Lewis sent the attachment of pretty much what we've been reading.
Oh,
So
good.
that's the attachment of all the names. So you just wrote them down, right?
Barbara, Lynn, Tanya, Sandy, Bill, and Jiffy.
Yes. Cool. All right.
Jerry is the first to get it out of me. It's Anna. Love it. Love you. Love the name Anna. Love, love.
All right. And now we know the gender too, because I mean, Jiffy could have been anybody for all we knew. I mean, I was actually fooled by, I've mentioned this before, and only because I was so fooled by it. I was fooled by Bride's Biscuit because, when you hear the word bride, you automatically think it's a female. So
Hmm.
when I found out that Bride's Biscuit is a male, I was like, okay, didn't shock me any. I was, I mean, it shocked me because I didn't know, but it wasn't like like 1950s where.
And just so everybody knows up front, you
Even
don't
though I'm dressed like the 1950s, it's not like the 1950s. Yeah. Sorry. You were saying, Jerry?
you we're going to start out with that recipe first in the show because it's going to have time to cool because I'm going to frost it. The birthday, the cake is going to be because of my mother's earthly birthday. She was born in 1921. So you do the math. I'm bad with it. And she's the one that I do, other than religious and Jesus and my salvation reason why I fast is because I want to stave off any of the cancer effects. Cancer and sugar aren't good. So I do not want, we have a huge line of cancer in my mother's side of the family, cancer and strokes. I've seen her burn from the inside out. Cancer is not a friend to me. So just knowing that in my brain makes me think twice about eating that taste of Culver's custard, having that milkshake, having that chocolate milk, having anything sweet on these lips. I can't do it. I must abstain. I cannot moderate, but that's me.
Okay. Um, so Erin is back and she's asking us to redo all the stuff that she missed.
Aaron, do you want to make a booby? Whoa, that's not that's your sound bite. Aaron, do you want to make a oopsie cake with us tomorrow? Eggs,
If you do say oopsie
gotta say
in the
oopsie.
chat.
Eggs, room temperature, cream cheese, room temperature, vanilla, pinch of salt, about a half of a teaspoon of cream of tartar.
And Bill just said booby cake.
Booby, see, I know I said Aaron Booby. Oh,
You can't help it.
you can't, I know. So if you want to do it with us, we're going to do it in the beginning part of the show. We're all going to make a oopsie cake together. And if you want to frost it, you can do it with pure whipped cream. I'm going to do it later with my whipped cream that I make. But you guys it's not a requirement to win the $25 gift card. Oh, and by the way, you don't you must be present to win for the gift. You don't have to show us your cake, but you can certainly, I mean, online is what I mean, but
Right.
you can certainly send it to me via WhatsApp or email, whatever the,
Yeah, just anybody could send a picture, you
to
know.
my cell phone number. I think I've given you my number before.
Yeah, I have it. I have it.
Excellent. I'm a Milwaukee, Wisconsin zip code 414-507 slum, SLUM. You work out the numbers yourself. Why is it that way? I don't know. I've had a cell phone ever since the big purse cell phone back in the day when you walk around with your purse and you thought you were hot stuff. You weren't nothing. All you did was pay $3,000 to walk around with a purse phone. That's all you did back in the day. So in real estate, it's not exactly the best thing to have a phone number 507 slum. It's not. My most rewarding clients, though, were houses that I sold to people that could barely afford to buy a house. Social Security,
Okay.
disability people, people that barely could get along, that couldn't fathom, because I taught people this in classes, in real estate classes. I said, why are you guys paying your landlord for your building when you could be owning your own building? You can do it. And we sat down and did the math with a real estate calculator because I'm not very good at real math.
Right.
And I showed them that it's possible for them to own their own home. Now, have things gone astronomically wild in price right now? Yeah, absolutely. The rents right now, holy cats, what people are paying for two-bedroom houses in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Insanity.
exactly.
$2,500.
All right. So just want to show a couple things. One, to show how good the line diet's doing for me. My sugars right now are at 92. So I just figured you guys would like to see that. Um, Aaron, we just put into the thing. Aaron Booby Goat says, I'll make the booby cake, but I'm not using cream of tartar, makes things sour. Fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Josephine just joined us, so I just want to see if we can do it. Okay, so here you go, Josephine. My background, your painting. So I just wanted to show that for Josephine. And if Rick is still here, can't forget this. Have to do it every single time that Rick's in the area. So there's your iguana duck that I drew. And I started this, but I haven't finished it yet. Of course, here's for Grandma, her baby saying "Vote for baby." So, so I just little shout outs for because we're all family here. Move it over a little bit. One
These are
quick.
my numbers for today in my
Oh God,
GPI.
yeah. I don't really check my ketones, but yeah, I probably should. But I'm kind of cheap, so um,
So you'll see my blood glucose was 76 this morning, and my ketones were 2.4. GKI is 1.6. The lower the GKI number, the better it is. The lowest I've been in this was, what is it right now? It was 1.2. That was the lowest that I
wow.
was. That was the lowest that I hit this year.
And we've just been joined by Dustin from Keto Simple.
Dustin!
Dustin,
Woo!
Dustin, um, from Keto Simple. And at first I thought he said something else, but now I'm getting what he's saying. He says, "Good evening, friends," and he says, "No drawing for me." I thought he was saying no driving for me, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, don't drive. That's fine. You know, I'd rather have you pay attention to the show anyway.
Does he mean no drawing? No oopsie cake, you mean, Dustin? You don't want
Um,
to get that
Do
drawing?
you mean no oopsie cake, Dustin, or do you mean that you're not going to draw like a picture? And if you are doing the oopsie cake, and you are going to come on tomorrow with Jerry, um, put oopsie in the chats. Unless you're booby, then put booby in the chats. But
Right.
you know. And Dustin says, "Ha ha ha." Well, that doesn't answer our questions, Dustin. Oh, he's saying no. You have not drawn anything for me. Ha ha. Not. I'm gonna quote Kilts. Not yet. So you know, don't assume that it would never be done. Someday it will be.
Shout out to JoJo. You get that subliminal right there, JoJo. We're talking to you, sister.
Yeah. And Joe, I mean, Joe, you could do a pretty good painting for him. You've done it before. He's just teasing. Well, I'm already been offended, Dustin. So I'm going to go
The
home now.
beard. The beard.
Yeah. We could do you as a pirate, or something. Because I could see Dustin as a pirate, like on like with Johnny Depp. I could see him as one of the side characters. Grow a beard about it. Okay. All right. So I'm just like looking now. Is that it? I'm actually hearing the rainfall outside. It's like actually raining pretty
Ooh.
hard out. So I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's there.
No, maybe it's hailing. What the hail?
What
Right
the
here.
hail?
Like Cindy.
Yep.
What
Well,
the
I can't really
hail?
see the writing in it, but
Oh, that's because
no,
it's white.
no, it's not that. It's the light is actually covering the words. It's all it is a big white.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Cindy DeManch's slogan. What the hail?
What the hell? Um, Let me see if I can turn it around. There you are, Bill. Yes, I got it in the mail. So so okay. So we're going to ask three questions. One, say well, you guys say three different things. Okay. Say again. Let's repeat. Say oopsie in the chats if you're going to be going on yesterday and you want to do the oopsie cake challenge for Jerry
Tomorrow.
on Jerry's channel tomorrow. For a $25 gift card. And second one is if anybody's interested in becoming a moderator for me, let me know.
Put me down. Put me down too.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
do it.
Just, yeah,
I'll get it started.
get
Let's get
started.
it started in
I will sign you up as a moderator. That'd be great. I'll do that. And it's not because I don't like Lois and I don't like Papa. It's because that they can't always be here. And I think a few more, like two or three more, would be pretty good, and it would help me, and we're all here to help each other. And how many people put in this chat on an earlier comment from who said it? Was it No Slow that said I have a resemblance to Adam Sandler? How many people agree that I look like Adam Sandler? I'm just wondering. I don't see it, but I want to see if anybody else does. Was it No
And
Slow?
as a refresher to those of you who don't know what Adam Sandler looks like, There we go. How's
How
that?
how many? Okay, Dustin says you look like Adam Sandler if I take my glasses off. Twi- it might was it Ricky? Was it you that said it? But Ricky says I look like Adam Sandler. Jiffy says I look like Adam Sandler. Um, Grandma says I have the same nose and eyes. Well, okay, let me. Adam's older than me, I think. So did I take his eyes from him? Because that would be really bad.
He has hooded eyes like you do.
Okay. Um, Tanya says I don't. Hold on, now it's going super fast. Um, Tiny says, I don't see it. Okay, maybe a little, ha. Josephine says, now I see it. Um, Ricky says, no, I did not say it. So it might have been Gary. It sounds like something Gary would say. Bill Cook, I gotta put this on the chats. I gotta put this.
Here's one with a beard.
I I don't know. Maybe I definitely don't have the hairline that he has, but okay. So Bill Cook says Papa kind of looks like Fred Flintstone when the light hits a certain way. I'm sure Papa would love to hear that. Um, and then, okay, well, Smoothie actually says to find a picture of Adam Sandler with a beard, then maybe a little, but in which you just showed. Okay, so
Yeah.
now that you just showed the picture with Adam Sandler with a beard, what's your opinion? Keto Simple Dustin says it's the ball cap and beard. Josephine says it's it. Josephine says it's the eyes and noise. So is it because I'm like too loud? Is that why I look like Adam Sandler? Josephine? Because you said it's about the noise.
Nose, she probably meant.
I know, I know. I'm being, one of the things you can't say is I'm not facetious every once in a while.
I'm trying to find a more serious Sandler picture here.
Yeah, good luck with that. Um, Wanda Brown.
How's that one, folks? Kind of the same eyes.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know. It's I maybe like a younger brother. Bill says, and I'm not sure what Tanya said that Aaron agrees with. Probably something similar to what she said before, but that was a little bit ago.
And just so you
Wanda
know,
Brown
Dustin,
says, we'll put this in the chats. Your folksy and braid humanity approach gives you a similar manner, vibe. You are much better looking than Adam Sandler. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate that.
and Dustin, in case you didn't know, Adam Sandler is now a carnivore.
That's what brought the subject up.
Right? He wasn't here earlier in the show, though.
Okay,
And
so
yes, Greta
Charger
Love
Rick is
says,
here. Rick came back. I didn't know you left, Rick. I didn't know you left. I had no idea. Didn't know if
DS111
I had more
said, family.
moderators, then DS11 says Thomas is rugged, good looks version of Sandler. Thank you, DS11. Brian says to shave off my beard so we can see. Yeah, not right now. Um, See, now that you said that, Bill, now I'll probably be shaving in a couple days. But I don't. I wasn't planning on shaving anytime soon. Um, Rick is you rang. Bill said pull up Fred Flintstone. Okay.
Okay, let's pull that up. Fred Flintstone. Fred Flintstone.
No.
Oh,
Now, in a way, in a small way, though, Bill, this is kind of cruel because Papa's not here to defend himself.
yeah, he's not here.
he, he's selling furniture, most likely. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Uh, uh, Papa, I am so sorry.
Does he watch your shows? Does he watch the replay?
I'm sure he does. Yeah. Dustin says Adam is one of the most unwealthy looking, ultra rich people you'll see. And DS11 says Sandler looks like Thomas. That's what it is. Um, I think Sandler's older than me, though. So if
I
he's
think
older, then that would be like you know, like it's like when you have a little child, like the child can't look like, the child has to look like the parent, not the parent looking like the child, because there has to be like an older version and a younger version, and the younger version is usually the look alike, right?
how
But
many people in this room right now in this chat are going to Keto Palooza?
there's another thing about in the chat. How many people are going to Ketopalooza?
And that's not until November. The reason I ask is because you would have had to buy your purchase your tickets, I'm sorry. And Barbara was talking about that last night on her show before I clunked out and fell asleep on you. Sorry, Barbara. So Barbara got a ticket, Mason got a ticket, Amy, myself. There's just four of us so far. And of
Um,
course, Bill Cook is in charge of getting the bail money together for probably Amy and myself because Barbara and Mason are they're too goody goody. They're too nice. Amy and me sometimes,
yeah.
just saying.
Uh, I got two people that said they're going. Um, Barbara is going, which I think you already knew, correct?
Right.
And Dustin says I'll go if I can afford it, and he just confirms it's in October. So yes, it's in October. I mean, I'm not. I'm going to the one. I'm going with Bill. If Bill's going to the same one I'm thinking of, um, I'm going to the Hack Your Health in November in Tampa.
Hmm.
So I had to start saving for that though. I'm a type of person that wants to say I even if like something costs me like $100, I need to save like lots of money because I just want to make sure I have it. And any money I have left over, I'm just going to put into savings for the next trip. So you know, because I think I'm just going to do like a meetup fund, for all the any meetups that I do. Okay, so no slow makes the comment. Peter looks like FF. I'm guessing that means Fred Flintstone, but the John Goodman version. I've always thought that from since I first seen him. So he doesn't look like the cartoon. He looks like the live action John Goodman version of Fred Flintstone.
Adam Sandler doing the cardboard art.
Does your phone talk back or no? So it got quiet. Do you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you. I was just watching Dustin's comment about the rumors. And it looks like it's a rumor about Adam Sandler
What's the rumor?
that he's on the carnivore diet and that his wife, Sandler's wife, and Jennifer Aniston are encouraging him to eat a healthier diet. And then they mentioned like nut milks, for example. Do you ever see a lactating almond? Anybody? Raise your hand. I've never seen it. Let's ask booby goats. No.
Okay, Aaron, have you ever seen a lactating almond?
I am glad Milton stopped attacking you too.
I am too.
Definitely, Rick.
Understand. So I can't believe that we're almost out of time. So, I mean, I can believe that eventually time does go by, and it happens. But um, I just want to thank everybody that's been on here. Everybody that's helped out. I hope you guys go on tomorrow. I'm gonna definitely be there. I didn't put oopsie, but because I don't have the ingredients, so I don't think I should be entering a contest I can't actually make a cake at. But but I hope that you guys are able to do. I hope and I'm so grateful that you were here, Jerry. Um, if you wanna mention like where we could find you, the name of your channel and any other places that you you are around to be looked at and found.
Well, I am on Fake Book and I'm on under my name. So I typically don't do a lot on there. I have friendships on there. So if you want to look me up, my name is Geri and spell out my last name Griggs. Now, to answer a question that was probably within the first 5 minutes, I, Jerry, wife of husband Jack, am not related to Zane Griggs. Husband Jack is related to Zane Griggs. They are distant cousins.
Huh?
The Zane Griggs lives with the rest of the people from Tennessee, and he's a bit different than the Griggses that have left Tennessee to move to Chicago. Same family, completely different personality.
Right.
I am on Instagram. I have to look myself up because I don't try to find myself on Instagram to see what my name is on Instagram. I think I'm just I think I'm just me. I don't know. Let's see what my name is. Middle of a forest, all one word. Middle of a forest. I'll show you. That's me on the gram. Middle of
Excellent.
my face and my husband's face is being masked right now. I don't know why. Okay, not now. Not now. I don't know how to get rid of that. It's asking me what's on my playlist. I don't know what that means, but I am on.
I guess like music and stuff like that. Like
Ah, okay. Yeah, just look at me, middle of a forest. And the handle right now that people see me when I do chat, for example, is called, I'll just chat real quick. I'll write hi, Hi, enter. It's listed as Carnivore Jerry, but my channel's name is In the Middle of a Forest. Now, Erin, if you've looked on Erin's channel, Erin has me listed as one of her members in the middle of the forest. I'm not in the middle of the, I'm in the middle of a one forest, not the forest, in the middle of a forest.
cool.
That's the confusing part. Middle of a forest, in the middle of a forest.
It's a forest, not
A
the
forest.
forest. Yeah, it's a forest.
A
All
forest.
right.
A
So really quickly, just to reiterate,
Reiterate.
It's going to be between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. tomorrow Central Time, Aaron. So it's your time that's going to be on, and I'm going to end this chat because we
Yeah,
have a
she
couple
asked,
minutes.
Erin asked, what time is she making the cake? I'm going to make it early in the stream
Oh,
so
okay.
that it can cool if people want, if they want to frost it,
Right.
they can certainly frost it while it's cool while I make more things. So all it is tomorrow is going to be a chat. I'm going to give out prizes, surprises. I'm going to ask questions. People are going to win. It's going to be a great time. If you came to my Christmas party, you know how fun that was.
Right.
Same kind of vibe. We're celebrating the end of my 40-day fasting, Jesus fast. We're celebrating the fact that I don't have cancer like my mother did after how many years have I beat her cancer? I have beat her cancer for 9 years now. Her diagnosis, yeah, it's the ninth year of her diagnosis that I beat it myself. Chronologically, age, of course. And we're celebrating that I've met the first tier of my monetization on YouTube. So, a lot